What up? Welcome to the Ultra Space Time Podcast number 88. Oh, it's the anniversary? Who would have guessed? So we're jumping in today. It's going to be a bit of a shorter podcast. As you can tell, I am not Azdeek and I am not Palm, but I am joined by X Noctis and Battle of More. How you guys doing today?
We're doing good.
Yeah, I'm also
at
doing
least
good. Even
I was about to say, at least I'm doing good.
You guys enjoying the anniversary right now? It's pretty heat, right? Like there's a little bit too much going on.
There's anniversary. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I enjoy the dust laying around. I like it. Yeah. Pretty dusty, man.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, so like we normally meme on Legends pretty hardcore, right? Like that's a pretty standard thing. But this is a little ridiculous because it doesn't even feel like, as somebody who's been to all the other anniversaries and was a pretty prevalent player when those anniversaries happened, it literally doesn't feel like an anniversary at all. This whole waiting for the raid for an entire week after the anniversary starts is ridiculous, to be honest with you. I totally understand they want to like have longevity and everything like that, but I'm just staring at that 3000 CC looking at me and it's like, can I get that? And I'm like, yeah, wait a week or so, or you could just grind, the pot. You could grind the co-op forever if you want. Anyways, today we're going to talk about mainly the state of the meta, what we think part 2 will be, etc. State of the meta. You guys take it away because you guys are the ones that play often. How you feeling right now?
I feel like PvP. Yeah, I can take it up for a bit. PvP right now is feeling pretty good, but awfully passive. As you know, we have a certain new unit called MUI Goku, one of the hype units in the anniversary. And yeah, the MUI literally support the passive play, which they have once told that they didn't want to. So that's interesting. But yeah, either way, but they have fixed the queuing system and the RP system in the game, and I kind of like it because you at least fight with the level that you are fighting to a certain degree. And yeah.
So I've been hearing a lot of pros and a lot of cons to the PvP meta as of late. A lot of people really, really want VB to get a Zenkai to put the androids in check and MUI and stuff like that.
You guys are crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's... yeah, but I mean, honestly, we've seen it in the past when a unit that you think is going to break it, and they get their Zenkai. Like, I thought Super Vegito was going to break it when he got his Zenkai. And he's good. He's really solid. But definitely doesn't break the meta. And I think VB might fall into that same... We'll see. Because he does still draw a strike when he uses a strike, which is still a huge thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
you were saying what you're running mono purple right now? That's your team you're going to kind of get around it a little bit?
I mean, in EU, we keep fighting like green, red setup with the God Key. And yeah, there is no Kaioken because literally the two strongest units are red. And that is MUI Goku and the droids because they are so gives you the pressure. So you don't really see a lot of yellows because else you get one shot.
Yeah, my current issue is they all play passive. It's the most passive season I've ever seen. Every single game is the most passive show you'll ever see, especially for me personally when I face the Whis, Android and MUI combo. Because they have an additional green card, they're waiting for the Android green card to pop it, get you in a combo, you can't cover change because they nullify it, they chill with UI in the back to have the androids back or get another green card, switch to 18, rip your vanish and just go ham, do one combo, get their rising rush with the androids and bum. Even if you have endurance, you're gone. Unless you have a revival unit that's in time to be there and take the rising rush. I don't like the season. I want VB to break everything. Let's go. I'm one of those guys.
Oh,
I'm ashamed, but it is.
So, just looking from the outside in, it just seems incredibly toxic. I didn't realize the androids were so good. I haven't played a match, to be honest with you guys, about 3 weeks or so. I actually played a match, besides just jumping in for a random one here and there, right? But like actually sat down and grinded. I didn't know the androids were so oppressive, and I've heard back and forth on MUI, but I've never been a fan of like the monocolor teams, stuff like that. I like running the actual teams, but I mean, if it's working, I guess. I see Shablam in chat is saying Hero Hercule plus MUI Goku plus LF androids. I'm assuming that's ridiculously toxic, but
Yeah, it is.
Pretty much.
sounds like it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. But the only reason why I'm running mono purple is because I literally see everybody in where I'm from green, green, red. So I was like, okay, let's test using mono purple and see if I keep facing that team. And I do keep facing that team. I was like, okay, so there is a pattern here.
Well,
I'm
and, okay,
surprised you
so
don't
get
think-
your wins where you get your wins, no doubt.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Hero Hercule somehow has been a stain on this game for 2 years now. And it's
I just
Yeah.
wish
ridiculous,
there
bro.
were- I just wish there were more units that removes the paralyze or something else.
Yeah, immune to it. That'd be pretty nice, honestly. Well, okay, we'll go a little more positive talking then. How'd you guys do on the banners? Like, are the banners treating you guys well?
That's not positive for me, dude. Oh my god, I don't even want to have those PTSD memories back. It took me 68.5 thousand to get 3 copies of MUI. Yeah, I don't want to think about it. Take it away, Battle Mode. I need to clean my memories, dude.
I'm in the same boat, so don't worry. But yeah, go ahead, Battle.
Okay.
So you guys want me to talk about MUI and the droid?
Yeah. Give us your banner positivity.
Yeah,
man.
no, it was
We
like
need
the
it.
summoning and
We're
whatnot.
down
How are you
there.
doing on the banners?
I mean, truth to be told, summoning for MUI for more than 70% of the community has been positive because everyone literally gets that LF they wanted. Even with the small CC they have. I spent like 21k CC and I got mine to 9-star.
Oh my god.
I'm
that
I'm
hurts.
only at 28k with 0, so that's fine.
Oh, like I said, 70% of the community.
Hey,
So
dude, I
much
had
for
really
that.
good luck the last couple months. I can't complain. It's a little irritating when it's like, you know the feeling when you're grinding for every little tiny CC, throw in the multi, and you get like just absolute garbage, and you're like, nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice 4 hours
I can
spent.
100% understand that. But technically, I never summoned for MUI. I summoned for Urine and Kale.
You mad lad. Summoning for EX units.
But you would understand if the God Keyed unit that you need was an EX unit, you would summon.
No. I'm ditching.
lie to
EX
me.
units? Hell no, dude.
Don't lie to me.
I
You
can't
said
hunt
it
that
in one-
rate, man.
You literally
Not
said in one
hunting.
of your streams, if there's something that you totally want and it's a God Key unit, you would have summoned.
There's no way it will be an EX unit, okay? No way. Keep those words. Keep those words in mind. No way. You come back to this in like a year or two. If there's an X unit I hunt, there's no way. I'm telling you right now. Never,
Okay,
never
okay.
ever.
Dude, I was summoning for the EX because I was so surprised they put a unit that was only in one episode in Super into the game. And this is
On
how I
anniversary.
actually got the buff Roshi into the game too, and that's ridiculous.
And that's
talking
on
about you.
anniversary. Don't forget, dude.
She
On
was
anniversary.
only in 1 episode?
Yes.
I thought she was in like
Pretty
2
much,
or 1.
yeah.
Okay, wow. Yeah.
And it's a filler.
It's
I
a
mean,
filler
okay, at
episode
least
too.
she's an EX. Okay, I'm okay with units like that from time to time, but I'm definitely not chasing them. So I agree with Noctis, dude. You're a mad lad.
I know.
Battle mode.
I'm a mad lad,
Thank you.
100%. But I never got support. The great support. I main Super Warriors, and I do like to use female warriors, but I barely get support for them. I
Sir,
literally got
it's
my-
it's been girls for about 1.5 years now, dude. Come on, female warriors.
It is still female goddamn warriors.
All right, so
I know
we'll
that
keep
is
it a
okay.
little. We'll keep the positive, non-summoning vibes. Then free-to-play units. I'm assuming we already talked about them last week. And dude, they're so good. I really like them. Goku's a little generic with his animations and stuff like that. I mean, obviously, right? No doubt. But they're so good, and that is definitely a talking point for the anniversary, because normally Legends releases these units that it's like you just think they're gonna be bad out the gate. Like, I was pretty confident Krillin, Tien, and Goku were just gonna be super mid. They're a lot of fun. Like, a lot of fun. So that is a positive in Legends Court among all the negative stuff. Among all the negative things.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Though MUI is really good, the Vegeta doesn't compare to any of the other units that came with him.
Like he's just trash. Because I was hearing he's bad, but he's really good defensively. But he's bad offensively.
He's good defensively once he transforms. But if he dies before that, then he really doesn't really do anything.
From what I've seen, it's like a coin flip. Either get your transformation or you just get sniped by something, by a Rising Rush, by the green LF Vegeta that just pops his ult. It's really like a coin flip, man. Unless you build him like the tankiest tank in existence, it's weird. It's a coin flip.
Well, and tanking in Legends is never really a good unit unless they're like Fat Boo type tanking with a butt ton of healing and all. That's why Fat Boo is still good to this day, because he's actually a genuine tank. Compared, most units that are labeled defensive type are not defensive, and that's the biggest issue, right? Because they have to be able to hit a little bit hard at the same time, but be able to. It's all about the healing, at least in my opinion. If you're a defensive unit, like you're never gonna tank a Rising Rush in the modern meta, unless like, I don't know. I mean, you guys know the differences, but.
Well, this Vegeta is really good actually because the two strongest units are red, and with him removing opponent's entire head and key once his HP goes below 50% is really good. But since they know that if the opponent knows the kit, they know how to go around it, and yeah, the Vegeta either get one-shotted or you are forced to switch.
But the weird part is, I have it seen like a couple times where it's passive to destroy cards and rip the key of the opponent just bugs and it doesn't activate. I've seen that like at least 3 times.
The reason is because the damage received from him was not from an attack, but from the very skill of the unit itself.
It was literally mid-combo though, from a strike card.
Oh really? Okay, yeah. I have only seen where the bug
literally
happens when MUI literally counters him and the HP goes low.
It was literally mid-combo, cards didn't get destroyed, and yeah. Good talk, Vegeta, good talk, man. It was so weird.
Yeah.
Is he good offensively in any capacity? Like,
only when he transforms.
So everything
takes hits.
So I haven't even looked at him because I didn't pull him or MUI. I don't look at units until I pulled him, really, to like break their kit down. What's his transformation? Like, what makes him transform? Just main ability.
He can only transform. It's through main ability, but his main ability is locked until his HP is 50% or below, or 50 timer count has elapsed.
Yeah.
That's a horrible transformation condition. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like quite literally, he can't tank, and you have to get him low HP. Are we playing Dokkan here, trying to get these transformations? Like, come on, dude. Are the active skills?
Yeah, but once he's transformed, he gets all the HP back.
I mean, that sounds cool, but in a meta like this, where you have a bunch of type neutrality running around and units that can literally just take off a third of your HP in like a hit, I don't know, man. I've watched the androids absolutely body bag me before. Like right when they came out, and I did not know how good they were when I fought them. Yeah, that's a horrible transformation condition. He seems like a really cool unit aesthetically and everything, and I mean canonically I guess it fits for the fight and whatnot with him and Frost, but yeah, no.
He should have been revival or have another condition and not the weird bad one he got.
I feel like even if he had revival and he came back as Super Saiyan Blue, I think that would even be fine. And then he got his HP back. That would even be fine. I could even live with that. Because then you could at least just sack him off to a Rising Rush. No big deal. Right? Like, wouldn't have been a big problem.
Yeah. That's what everyone thought at first when he was about to be released. But then they saw the condition of the ability and everyone's like, oh.
Like, it feels like he should have been released months before. Like, same issue as nearly every banner. There's always that one unit you feel like that should have been in the game earlier.
I feel like Vegeta should have become in the Whis banner, and Golden Frieza should have been in that banner.
Yeah, I was literally going to say that. The fact that we have an All-Stars unit, Frieza, who's easily, I would say, top 5. And I only have him like low stars, and he just destroys. And I get destroyed by him. And then Anniversary unit is like year 2 level. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's a rough one. I didn't realize. Okay, so I knew he was bad because I saw everybody saying he's not very good. He's not very good. He's not very good. I think Libra was the only one who was defending him, slightly, saying he's defensive. But yeah, it would have been a lot more hype to have Golden Frieza there in that spot for sure. And then Vegeta came out on that All-Stars banner. That just would have made a lot more sense.
Yeah, and let's talk about this. Why we only got one banner in this. The only reason why we only got one banner and we got literally no events and stuff is because they're all preparing it for the part 2 where everything is going to come.
Yeah, I think they're flipping it from last year. You remember when we started with 2 banners and then we went to Gohan afterwards? I think we're starting with MUI and then we're going to go to 2 afterwards, which I don't know if you guys want to speculate on that, but I have no idea what it could possibly be. Because we have a good percentage of the hype, good.
It depends on if they are focusing on the new Dragon Ball superhero movie, because the movie comes literally at the 11th, I think. And that is the next week.
On the Japanese side, yeah.
Yeah, and they can celebrate that through the anniversary. And so far we have seen a few characters there, but we have not seen the main big bad guy yet.
Do you think MUI will get bodied by whatever the heck comes out? That's what happened last year. Gohan came out and destroyed Gogeta. It was like, nah, he doesn't even exist.
It might be, but it all depends on if Gohan is the one who is coming or not. That's going to be really broken, because you just need to run them in the same team then, because they are Sun family.
See, okay, I'm more in the camp. I think Goresh is the one that put the tweet out a couple weeks ago. Super Vegito, Ultra. I'm more in that camp that I think Vegito's probably going to get some love because it's been a hot minute since we had a Vegito, came out and just steamrolled the game. I could see, let's say hypothetically, Cell is the Dragon Ball superhero enemy, right? Because that's what everybody's speculating, or it supposedly got leaked or whatever else. I couldn't find where it got leaked, but maybe it is. Let's say it's Cell. I could see then Vegito coming out and destroying Regen all over again. Wouldn't be too far-fetched, because Vegito hasn't been prevalent for a minute, like I said. But also Super Saiyan 2 Gohan hasn't been prevalent for a minute. So it's kind of a little bit torn on which one. I would much prefer Vegito. He just fits on more teams than let me just rock him with Sun Family, But Cell and Gohan, it does work, or just Gohan, it does work. So, either way.
I personally would like to see a Vegito, but my problem is that we have that huge tease of VB after MUI's announcement. I think that's our Vegito for the anniversary, sadly. Even though I would also like to see
definitely, we might see Vegito in Christmas time. That standard hype time.
Yeah.
That totally could happen too.
Festival.
We could get an Ultra around that Christmas type banner of Vegito. So Gohan probably makes a little more sense, because we do still have VB to kind of keep the Vegito train, quote unquote, running. Because let's be honest, what sells these games is the hype units: Vegito's, Gogeta's, Goku, Vegeta, right? Gohan. But yeah, that does make a little bit of sense, honestly, in December time, getting that. What do you think, Battle more on the Vegito stance?
I don't really think we will get Vegito. Sure, it would be hype, but we have literally already got a fusion that is a Gogeta, Ultra Gogeta. We have a Saiyan, literally Kaioken Goku. If they are following the trend of they are doing the free-to-play with this summonable, because we got a Goku, we got a fusion from the free-to-play. All that's missing is the Vegeta part. I probably think it's Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Ultra.
Really?
Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Ultra. I'd be down. But it would have to be Vegeta and Goku. I don't think they would just give it to just Vegeta. Especially Super Saiyan 4 being as iconic as it is with Goku, comparatively to Vegeta. It's a bit of a contention point in, obviously, all Dragon Ball communities, if Super Saiyan 4 is cool or whatever else. Some people absolutely love it, some people absolutely hate it. I can't see them just giving it to Vegeta. but I could 100% be wrong. Legends has done things in the past, and I've been like, what? So it wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised that this Goku got the Ultra when he got bodied.
Oh, dude, I would have
I
never thought when we got Ultra Gogeta, I would have never been like Kaioken Goku from fighting Hit. That's the next one. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
It's like, yeah, this Goku was such a surprise, especially when this Goku got bodied by Jiren along. That's like, okay.
I'm still confused. Why is it not the one against Hit, where he does that insane attack, everything just reanimated, make the attack better? But no, against Jiren, where he like barely did anything new.
Oh, that's true. It is against Jiren. It's not even against Hit. You're right.
Yeah.
I wish it was against Hit. Yeah.
I just hope like they doing this differently. Like we are getting one banner, and then we're getting 2 banners in this, and then we're getting a 3-parter, and we're getting an Ultra banner.
I'm scared of part 3. If that exists, I'm scared, man.
Yeah,
That
I didn't
they're,
even consider a
2
part
parts
3,
ahead.
but it's not out of the. It's not that wild to think that we might have that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I mean, it would make more sense because the event has been stalling. We're only getting 3 raids compared to before. We might be getting more events after. We also even getting the Gogeta that we never got for 2.5 years since he was announced in the game.
Also, that the first part anniversary banner will lose their steps like very soon, actually, in like 10 days tomorrow or 11 from now.
Yeah, but it's only the ×2, so
I know the steps and the ×2 basically. But last year we got that banner for like a month or something like that.
So that's why I feel like this is going to be a 3-parter.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically my point. They are ditching the banner so fast, like a regular LF banner, to hit up the part 2 as quick as possible. And oh god, part 3, man, I'm scared. I can't.
So Ladu, I do not appreciate that nanogenics emote, bro. Like that is a very condescending emote. Oh man, yeah, there's definitely a possibility there's gonna be 3 parts to it. Okay, so realistically, we kind of broke it down a little bit. We probably think Gohan is a real aspect. If there's a part 3, you think that'd be an Ultra? I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
real.
Like
Okay,
you said,
so we're
that's
talking
not-
hype, we're talking Toshi, we're talking Legends. I think Gohan Super Saiyan 2 would probably be the Ultra. Even if he knows the community is gonna lose their mind, that plays into Legends' favor because it gets Legends in your thoughts again. You know what I mean? Or it starts trending and does all that kind of stuff. We've seen it in the past when we got like Sun Fam after Sun Fam after Sun Fam, like all that kind of stuff. And people lost their mind, but then they start trending and they get more followers, and you get people who've never played the game before and they hop on. It does work.
Yeah. I mean, I would believe it if I don't see Gohan in this part 2 banner. If I see a character from the movie in this, like we're getting Piccolo as an LF, like his new transformation and stuff, and we don't see Gohan anywhere, I believe 100% certain that the part 3 will be Ultimate Gohan, or when he transforms, to Ultimate. Otherwise, I feel like GT is going to come because GT has been on everything on Anniversary except for the first part. Because GT was not a thing in the first part yet. But at the second and third Anniversary, they all was always a thing.
How many raids are we getting total? I don't remember. Is it 5? 4?
3.
3.
Okay.
3.
We got 5 last time, but now we're getting 3.
Yeah, it's odd too.
This is the reason why they put Hoi Poi in co-op instead. So people are grinding co-op instead so they can get the Hoi Poi.
3 raids, 3 parts, anniversary, wink wink, notch notch.
You would think the 4th anniversary there'd be 4 raids, right? Like, that would make too much sense, I guess. Though maybe I'm a little wild for thinking that.
I mean, it all depends really on how much, because we got a new equipment that we can only have one. I mean, we can have multiple of that equipment, but not on the same character can be put on it. Doesn't make sense, so you cannot grind the anniversary raid medals a lot.
Yeah, it's really, it's just a very confusing anniversary. Like, as somebody who has kept up with Legends, even if I don't play it too much nowadays like I used to, like I've kept up the entire 4 years. This anniversary, it's just very, obviously we've talked about not hype, that kind of stuff, but it's all over the place. Like this equip coming out that you have to then awaken, and like multiple characters can use it, and like you have to grind that extreme event, and if you don't grind that, you miss it. It's very, very like, okay, you know, staring at the 4000 CC, and you're like, can I just do this raid? And they're like, yeah, give us a week, and then you can do it. It's like, what? Why would you not just launch it with the anniversary? Everything about it, very confusing. The only thing that's not confusing is MUI. That's it. Obviously, he makes sense. We all knew he was probably going to come eventually. He makes sense for an anniversary unit. He's that level of hype. I'm totally cool with that. And I think he's decent enough. He fits that spot. All that stuff is great. Everything else is like, what is happening? Everything else is like, what is this?
We don't even have old events back that has returned or anything that the new players can come and just grind that while waiting.
I was going to say, what I don't understand is, why do new players get punished so hard for this anniversary? What can they do? They can't do the hard events, they can't grind the Hyper on Extreme, they can't even do the daily stage that actually disappears, right? Like, what can they do?
Yeah.
Oh, so dude, if I was casual, I would miss everything happening right now. Go ahead.
Right? Like, and imagine you were a new player that's playing casually, just started, and you can barely do any anniversary content. What is this?
This is way
anniversary
too less to event.
Anniversary should put everyone together, everything should be hype, new players should start out really big, right? Like on any other anniversary, on any game. You see so many re-rolling people, but on this one, I feel like you get punished because there's nothing you can do unless you are already an expert that gets lucky on their roll and can do the content because they know what's up. Like Brett said, it's so confusing.
So Dragon Ball gachas, I don't know if you keep up with Dokkan at all, Noctis, but
yeah, I do.
Dokkan is borderline impossible to get into nowadays too, and it has been since like the end of the 4th year.
That also.
It's always been that way. Dragon Ball lives off, or like these are their mobile games do. They live off you having an established account. Like re-rolling is very much against it's very taboo to do that kind of stuff, and it's maintaining your solid account and staying hype with it. And I mean, it works for most marketing with Dokkan, kills it in that sense. Like people have had their account, like I've had even my accounts for like 7 years. I just don't log in anymore. But if you, like you said, for whatever reason, man, they just don't care about like the brand new people starting. And it's like, I feel like that's the most important, especially when you look at how down bad Legends is, like with people. Like people literally watch Legends content not for Legends anymore. They watch it because the creators have been making videos for so long, they enjoy those videos, as opposed to actually just enjoying Legends. Like I'll see, I don't know how many comments. I don't even play Legends anymore, but I like watching your videos below other videos. So many people. So you would think they'd want to capitalize on new people coming in and, hey, we'll get you started. Here's 5,000 CC, kick it out the gate. All your enemies are going to be set to level 3,000 for the first 2 weeks you play. So you can just hop in and just get in there and actually play the game. Not Legends. And again, not Dokkan either. It's wild.
It is certainly interesting. All I can say is they better, because there is more than a week now since the anniversary has started, because it started at a Saturday, for me at least, or at the midnight on Friday for everyone else. But yeah, once it goes back to reset, or if it's going to be on Legends Tuesday or it's going to be reset on Wednesday, I just hope we get all the events to grind and stuff, because literally you cannot do anything in the game. You literally grinded everything else. I know there is time gating for the extreme battle, but that's just one battle you can easily just go through if you're really smart.
I mean, could you imagine you just picked the game up? Not even just, say 6 months ago even, you picked the game up, back in like January or something. And you've been saving up, you get MUI, and then you got to do this stupid extreme battle every single day. Say you don't even get MUI, and you've only been playing for 6 months. I'm going to wager most people that just casually play this game are probably not good enough to beat that event without MUI to carry them through it. And that's wild to me. Like, at least make like the free-to-play units, boost units in that thing, where they can do at least good damage. Like, they do that in co-op, and that works out nicely. But, yeah, I don't know, man.
Unfortunately, only the buff units are from the banner. So yeah, that's how you can get all of this. And yeah, I just hope that, like I said, at the reset, we be getting that VB Senkai, we're getting the free Gogeta. I want more events. It doesn't have to be a new one. It could be old that returns. Just make people come back to Legend. Yeah, literally, this anniversary has been. Everyone has seen it because it was literally leaked like weeks before. And that's insane. And everyone would have been hyped just to see it at the reveals and stuff. But,
could you imagine if they had kicked it off immediately with a raid, and they'd kicked it off with, the co-op, the free-to-play units, the banners coming out, all the events coming back, all this stuff happening at the same time. It would have actually genuinely been hype. Like you said, it would have genuinely been hype. But they're like, let's time gate stuff. Make sure this lasts a little while. And it's like, Legends. This is the fourth anniversary is worse than the first anniversary. I really don't know how. I understand the first and the second, everybody was still incredibly hyped for Legends. Just because the game was, in a much better headspace, I guess we'll say, the way that people think about it. But then once you got to the third anniversary, people were kind of sick and tired of all the little tiny things that Legends does, the time gating, units coming out that are just, they're mid, whatever else. Legends, I don't know how they haven't pulled together by the fourth one. It's insane. You would think by now they would have it down, okay, let's not do that this time. And they're like, let's do that, but twice. And it's like, all right, you got it. Yep. Let's do that.
I feel like everything related to Dragon Ball right now has been spoiled to the world so many times. And with the hype as MUI, because this is not the first time. UI was also spoiled when it was at the Legends Festival. Though not like this, because this was weeks before the anniversary started. And so I feel like, I know every schedules and stuff had to shoot up and stuff because of the hacking from their website. So they had to wait longer, had to shoot things up. But
100%.
It should not be spoiled like
100%. And I feel for Toei and Bandai, all that kind of stuff on the movie, having all the issues it's had, and I'm sure it's a pain in the butt that it's coming out only in Japan, and they gotta push things back and all this stuff, Gamma 1 and 2, and then it falls down to Legends. Somehow Dokkan doesn't really have any issues. They have their standard issues if you have those issues with Dokkan already, but their anniversaries are always pretty hype, and they're not throwing getting Gamma 1 and 2 when the movie got pushed back. It was kind of okay, well now I've seen how they attack and everything, I guess, so that's cool. Before I've even watched the movie, I get the idea here, but all right. It's just and I feel for him, but again, somehow Dokkan manages to maneuver around this stuff, and Legends just falls into the same pitfalls every single time. Every time. Okay, so we're going to keep this podcast kind of short. We're going to do about 15 more minutes tops. What are you guys' questions for us? Could be directly at Battle of More, Noctis, myself, or just as a whole thing. Chat, give us some questions. What do you guys want to chit-chat about for the next 15 minutes or so? Because truthfully, there's not much else we could really talk about.
Yeah, this podcast is not no new updates because it came on a Saturday, so we had a podcast literally the day after, so we could talk about the news, but we have not got an update since then. So except for the shop to get those step ups.
I was waiting for that, man. Don't you guys like that immaculate content we got on the update day?
You can buy stuff.
Got a step up sale, man.
You want to make purchases?
You play Mono Purple. I do.
I don't play Mono Purple. Oh, and George, to clarify, I'm not saying Dokkan has content popping off, but somehow they don't have every single person hating them every 5 minutes. Dokkan has its haters, no doubt, but somehow they make it work somehow. So.
We did get the 1K CC free in the gift.
That's
box.
true. Yeah. Oh. I mean, somehow Legends hit top grossing. I mean, MUI is hype enough to do that, but I really didn't think they were going to hit it. Be 100% honest with you.
Also, we got the stamp thing going on Twitter. When you retweet certain tweets, you get stamps and get whopping 130 CC and 20 erasers. Woo!
Yeah,
I hear you guys clapping.
Okay, so yeah, what was the 1K CC then? It was top 1 in games category, so it wasn't technically top grossing. Yeah. Okay.
Oh god.
Either way, I'll give them thanks for the 1K CC. At the 4th anniversary, I feel like they could have just kicked off. Imagine if you logged in and they're like hype you up on Twitter and they're like, check this stuff out, and you log in and get 1K CC just for logging in. That would have been a good way to kick off the anniversary too. As much as it seems trivial, and obviously you can't give everybody all your in-game currency, those little tiny gestures are really good. So I'll take the 1K. It's fine. Yeah, the erasers and stuff, it's like, thanks. I can't even guarantee an upgrade. Appreciate the 20 erasers. Like, it's awesome. That's true. Yeah. Why is Jiren not on the banner?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just find it weird. I feel like Jiren could literally be a part like the second banner. Like you have both banners. So I was surprised when Jiren came first, but they didn't think Jiren would be hype enough. If Jiren is not even on the the 2-part banner, it could literally be an LF in the banner.
Yeah, that's
that would have been more insane.
Who did MUI fight? Jiren? Like, I don't understand. Like,
thank you. Why is he not on the theme banner of bro?
It's got Kale. Like, come on, man.
I just surprised.
No, I'm actually. That's the horrible
Kale,
thing is I'm not surprised. Battle more at this point. It doesn't shock me. It shocks me in a way that it's like I try to break down where their thought process is at, and my brain is like, sure, like, yeah, MUI Goku, and I get Jiren's not hype enough to be on the banners, like a featured unit, you know, like the brand new unit. I agree with that. I like Jiren, but most people don't, and that's fine. That doesn't matter. But
I feel like
really fought him.
His banner was still too new where he came out from,
When
and
did he
that's
come
why
out?
they were
March?
like, he's still too new. Let's not put him in there.
I mean, it was like
even though
3
he's
or 4
basically
months.
really bad in this meta. Jiren is so bad in this meta. Everyone nullifies endurance. Androids running around nearly every match. They should have just put him in there and give him a plat when androids are not that frequently around anymore, so people actually pull them and make use of that plat that they can put on him. And like, I don't know, in a month or 2. I don't know what their plan was. Not releasing it or putting him back on the release of MUI Goku. Having him fit the theme and not freaking Rose out of nowhere, the purple one, and merge Zamas for some reason. Like, why? Why are they there?
I'm okay with merge Zamasu. Yeah, Rose's been here enough. He can go. Like, I don't need to see him again. Somehow I couldn't pull him until like Goku and Vegeta's banner, and now somehow I have like a 12-star. He can go. Like, I don't need him around anymore. But Jiren, like you say, literally fits the theme. Like, Legends isn't always about themes and stuff like that. Like, I get that. Like, not everything has to tie together. But I feel like for an anniversary or like for that Christmas time banner, those should be heavily themed. Like, when you get the Pride Troopers, you get all the Pride Troopers together. You know, you get a Topo and you get a Dispo with a Jiren. It always kind of happens that way. It's just very odd. Like, even they could have taken Golden Frieza's banner away and put him on the banner. Like, I don't know why his banner is here until August when we had the anniversary banner when he's literally part of the Tournament of Power. It's fine. It's just very confusing.
To answer the question of Godsend said is, I think they released the droids because they had to release something. Though I feel like the droid should have appeared after the anniversary. But since with the everything with the scheduling has been botched up with the hacking and stuff, I feel like they released it early so they could have something to hype up the anniversary more. At least that's what my thought is, but I feel like the droids literally is equal, not probably even better than MUI kit-wise. Because of the long combos, endless endless hurt.
We'll see. Okay, so we're at a very crazy point now with Legends where units have to be so wild to be like the top, right? That I wouldn't expect them to top it with a I'll go check my tweet in a second, Shablam. I wouldn't expect them to release MUI and him be the #1 unit in the entire game anymore. It doesn't really work that way anymore because it takes a lot to be that #1 unit, especially when he's red and you already have Ultra Gogeta and stuff like that. So I'm totally fine, but somehow they find a way to release these units, and I mean, MUI's hype. He is. Everything goes down in like 4 hits from every other unit. So it's like at no point am I really like anymore, I'm so hyped to summon for this unit at that point. Dude, I don't know. I can't even form thoughts right now because it's just there's so many things about the anniversary that are just confusing me that I can't even properly form thoughts. Let me check my tweet real fast.
So guys, any more questions? Do you have any more questions for me, Noctis, Brad, or just in general? Just write it down on chat.
You can talk about the 4th anniversary special event, speculation about part 2, 3, 4. We already did that. What can Legends do to make this the best anniversary ever? I think at this point they've already lost the hype. I don't think they can pull it back, personally.
I mean, they could. Depends on how good animation stuff the movie characters.
That's true. I mean, okay, so yeah, if they tie it in with the movie perfectly, and we get that DBS Broly type vibe, then yeah, they could make it work. But it's gonna be a lot of work and a lot of proper timing and a lot of CC.
Yeah, but I feel like what they have done so far with the movie, they have touched about the animation so much. It's insane how good the trailer looks. I just hope everything will look good in Legends as well.
If Ryuden did say the game is super close to dying, which to me it doesn't sound like Ryuden, but I didn't see his rant. No, I'll have to watch that. No, I don't think it's close to dying. I don't think it's in a good spot. But when you compare Legends to 90% of other mobile games, look at like even Pokemon Masters EX or Disgaea, whatever other games, yeah. It's making tenfold what those are still making, right? Even on Legends' worst day, it's still in the top 100 of most mobile games. So no, I don't think it's that close to dying. I think that's just when we're diehard fans, we see the very in-depth flaws with it.
Yeah, it's not close to dying at all. Not at all, no.
No. I feel like the hype is still there, and everything that's connecting to Dragon Ball. There's way too much popularity in Dragon Ball in general. Makes it really good.
But to save this anniversary, there needs to be another video and stuff, so we forget about part 1 and only see the future of the video and stuff, and releasing super hype things that just made us, okay, you guys did something wrong, but now you are up to fix it, and it's fine. That needs to happen, in my opinion. So everything just makes sense in the end, after the confusing part, and they just wrap it up and do it differently from there.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys have much else to talk about. I read through a little bit of that Raiden's post. I mean, you gotta remember as well, like, there are a lot of things on the back end, of course. And I mean, maybe things are completely on fire and we just don't see it at DIMS. It's a definite possibility, you know? Like, we're not gonna see all the inner workings to everything. But I'm just comparing to other games. I can't see it dying within the next 2 years. You start getting into like 5-6 years, that's when, okay, things can start happening, but it's still making a lot of money. It's still making a lot. Even if if a game even hits like $1 billion total gross in its lifetime, which I think Legends is probably close to that. I think Dokkan's at like 5 billion or something. That's a lot of money. And a company is gonna look at that and be like, well, do we shut this game down that made us $1 billion and focus on other stuff? Or do we just kind of try to make another 500 million before it dies? I don't know. You never know the back end. It could die next week. I doubt it, but it could.
Also, there is way too many still Dragon Ball characters that has not appeared in Legends yet.
And the franchise is still going. We getting a movie that will get them so much money, and everyone will hop on the train of Dragon Ball again. And then they probably advertise some games again, and they will download Legends. They'll see it's probably not their thing after a week because it's so weird, but they will get their stuff. They will get some people going on the Legends train again. I feel like, especially like I said, after the movie.
Well, and that's the big thing. You guys got to remember, and I assume you guys sitting here in chat as well, watching us talk about this stuff, including us. We're diehard Dragon Ball fans. Most people aren't. So Kakarot comes out, they play it for a couple weeks. That's the only thing they touch, and then maybe they're on Facebook one day and they come across a Dragon Ball Legends Facebook group. And I'm like, oh, I'll try this out, pick it up a little bit, spend $5, put it down. 6 months later, pick it up, spend $5, put it down. That's most players. So we see all the very in-depth, egregious, quote-unquote stuff. It's still just a mobile game at the end of the day. But egregious stuff and all the negative things that are happening with it to a much higher degree. But I mean, if it's hype enough to still get theatrical releases, I mean, that's a pretty hype franchise in my opinion, and it's gonna be pretty hard to kill that. I got nothing else to talk about. We could probably wrap it there unless you guys got any final points you want to talk about.
I'm good.
All I can say is the next update will be interesting because I feel like everything will be put there instead than they did this time. So, yeah. Look forward to the next podcast.
Yeah, the next podcast is going to be... You also have Palm and Azzy back. Don't worry, you can have your gorgeous bald-headed Palm back. He's back here next week, so it won't be this janky running podcast with me. But keep an eye out for that. We're going to get out of here. Make sure you follow Battle More and X Noctis over on Twitter. They got those names exactly. You can find them through the 5-9 account, through their link, 59gaming.com. They got their links on there too. Check them out. But we're out. We'll get you guys around. If you guys enjoyed this ranting podcast and a bit of a Debbie Downer podcast, quote unquote, make sure you like and subscribe. Catch you guys around.
Till next time, have a good Legends weekend.
All right, Iron King.
Guys.